FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
Jason Sanders.
It's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by a man who was undrafted out of Buffalo, standing at 6'7". It's Tyree Jackson.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Christian Wilkins able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Brings up second down.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson got a man. It's Tanyan complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's Jackson on third and long. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up second.
Again, Jackson. Well, he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete.
Antonio
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 55 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
brings up 3rd and 3.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Devin Funchess. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker that they can fall back on anymore.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away. And fights through one man. 48-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Jones on the coverage.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way down to the 35.
It's a big play there for Washington on 3rd down.
42 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson.
Got a man, it's Gibson, complete.
And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down.
That's good.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Devin Funchess with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Rams on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Dolphins.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
37.
To Matt Breida. A gain of 14.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With this Washington 14, Dolphins nothing.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Chase Young. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
It's second down.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is...
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
And 11 at the 39-yard line.
On second down, it's Gibson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
He was tackled at
7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun, Jackson. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got 0 benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That was so well timed. Just a perfect throw on the slant.
Hit him on the move, didn't he? Now he's going against the grain of the defenders coming over to try and stop him. That allowed for that additional yardage downfield.
Tua to try again on second down. And this is caught at the 8. And a loose football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Funches with a catch over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson
with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Matt Breed in the offense heading back out.
And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Tua sets up to pass it.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he goes out right around the 39.
3
yards the gain there, second down.
39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Here's Tua. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
To the sideline.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. Taking it about the 36. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Dolphins, nothing.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Breida to get the 3rd quarter started. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
Deron Payne, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Open man is Ross, complete.
Tunga Vailoa's pass, complete to John Ross. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
At the 49-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allow that turnover to hurt.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Washington.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
At the 9-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, Gibson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a 1st down.
Looking to pass. Tua. Now a short one to Gesicki. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And that'll be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Dolphin 1st down.
On 1st down, here's Breida. He takes this for about 6, down inside the 40.
Number 20.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Number 6. Brings up 2nd and...
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 27-yard line. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a throw here, hauled in. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
An 8-yard pickup.
3 quarters have come and gone. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Dolphins, nothing.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts.
And now look at him go. The 30. 10, touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 71 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Miami set to take over.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there.
So it's Washington getting